I just got back from my first Howard Soul experience during the PM quad race, and my first thought of it is crazy about my farmer's tan. just got back from my first Howard Soul experience during the PM quad race, and my first thought of it is, I don't understand. It's a mud hole, it's a party, you see a lot of things you don't want to see, and I just don't understand what makes people think, like, I'm gonna go to Snowshoe this weekend and go down to Howard's Hole. How do people know? How did this start? How did it become a thing? I'm really confused and I got a lot of questions right now. I stayed for one lap. I got there an hour early and I am mentally tapped. So, yeah. Overall, didn't get very muddy. Got a little on my leg, but that's... Snowshoe Gncc race report. So I'd say this time I got the full Gncc snowshoe experience. Usually I guess hang out with my bike, but I went to the village, I went to the concert, I went to the lake, I kayaked, I went on the lifts, I went to Howard's Hole on Saturday. So I did all the things except for getting ice cream because I didn't earn it. So all in all, it was a pretty fun weekend, little vacation type thing. Conditions were pretty good. I honestly think it would have been nicer if it was a little bit wetter with a little bit more like moisture on the track kind of thing, because the rocks were still pretty mossy and pretty slick, but it is what it is. I felt like that was one of the hardest races I have ever done, and I've even done like the TKO and stuff like that, so it was pretty difficult. I got injured there like 3 years ago, and the injury got misdiagnosed, and it still gives me a lot of troubles. So I've been getting PRP injections from Dr. Tanner for, I think it's been a little over a year now. I had gotten 2, and the last one I gotten was in August. So for the last like 6 to 7 weeks, it's been really bothering me again. And whenever I get the injection, I gotta chill out a little bit and not race or ride. So trying to do it in the middle of the season just isn't really an option. So I waited until Snowshoe. and it definitely really hindered me this time. It's been hindering me at some of the other races, but usually it doesn't like give me troubles this quick in. But as soon as we hit the woods for the first time, it was like, this is gonna be a long day, and my hand just, it's not so much that it hurts, like it does hurt and I can push through the pain, but it just like, it locks up, and so I can barely hold on and I can barely clutch. And you really needed to be able to use your clutch there to be like accurate and get over the rocks and the roots and through the mud holes and stuff. So that kind of sucked. I felt like I pushed my bike a lot because I couldn't carry the momentum, because I couldn't use my clutch, or like, I don't know, like I don't know, I have no idea, but it sucked, needless to say. I ended up 8th place. I'm not happy in the slightest bit about that at all, and I don't want to use my wrist as an excuse, but like when it quits working, it's kind of a problem. So it is what it is. I appreciate everybody that helped and helped me push my bike and whatnot, and picked me up and gave me some words of encouragement. So yeah, after the race, Dr. Tanner, he had his stuff to do the PRP there, so I got that done, and I am super grateful and thankful that he is at the races. And if you guys can, you should honestly go support him. SOS, Safety on Site. It's one of those things, being a racer, it makes you a lot more comfortable knowing he's there. And if I would have known he was there 3 years ago whenever I got hurt, my situation would be a lot different right now. He would have been able to put my dislocation back in place, and I wouldn't have been misdiagnosed for 3 weeks, ultimately requiring surgery. So it's definitely really nice that he is there and present. So yeah, that's really all I got on this one. I don't have a ton to say because I'm just really not a happy camper. So I'm gonna rest up, give it some time, be ready to go after summer break, and come out swinging. Don't forget to subscribe and like the videos and whatever. If you want to see something, drop me a comment, shoot me a message, and I'll do it.